Hello and welcome back to another video on the F1 Journal, and today I'm going to be looking at the situation at McLaren and stating why it is undoubtedly now that they have to prioritise Lando Norris, give everything they can to him as he tries to defeat Max Verstappen for the world title. Yeah, a few weeks ago you'd have said you're mental if you think Norris can realistically close the gap. Now I'm not so sure, to be honest. I think Norris has got a real shot at this championship. The Red Bull seems to be going backwards at the moment, keeps going backwards at an alarming rate, and yeah, he still needs to overcome more than a 60-point deficit, but it's 7-8 points a weekend I think since the sunbreak, and so far he's on course to do that. Obviously Zandvoort he smashed, but Verstappen was right there. McLaren has a bit of a messy race in Monza, and the Red Bull was nowhere. So yeah, really it could have been more in both races. So yeah, I think now is the time. At Monza you saw Piastri diving him and getting the place in the opening lap, and for me that just can't happen for McLaren now. So many times this season they've had opportunities to win, and whether it be maybe their drivers being outperformed, poor strategy, poor execution, whatever, they've chucked away so many points more than they should have done this season, and yeah, it still is recoverable, which some may say is remarkable at this stage, but it absolutely is, and they need to do it now. For me, yeah, Piastri has to be told he's got to do everything now for the rest of the season for Norris. I think they've got the Constructors' Championship pretty much won with the pace they've got. Ferrari, I think, yeah, just maybe not consistent enough to challenge them, and Red Bull nowhere, especially with mainly a one-driver team. So yeah, I think now at the end as well, with Piastri keeping that second, I mean, if it was for a win, it would be more understandable, but for a second place, who really cares? Second or third, 3 more critical points for Norris, and you add in Hungary, that's 10 points chucked away. So many times this season, McLaren chucked points away, and it just seems like, even in those situations, kind of needlessly chucking points away in what could be such a close battle. McLaren, I think, yeah, I don't know, maybe it seems they still think they're in the midfield, but they haven't woken up to the opportunity that they've got. You can't have your lead driver being dive bombed in the second turn of a Grand Prix like that, and then subsequently losing a place to Leclerc, which McLaren probably did have a fast car at Monza, got outdone by strategy. Maybe Ferrari had better tyre wear, fair enough, but if it was a 1-2 they'd have been able to dictate the race, dictate the pace, and yeah, that's because so easily being different, and I think it just adds up to a whole different things, and so far McLaren just haven't been alert to it. But thankfully there has been a few signs in the media that Stella, Zach Brown, etc. may be willing to change their approach. I mean, Stella being part of the Schumacher Barrichello era at Ferrari, it's surprising to see he's kind of adopted this approach. Zach Brown maybe seems the opposite, maybe that's where the direction coming from, who knows. But yeah, I think now they've kind of realised that they're in this opportunity now, they can seriously win the title. What an amazing comeback it would be, but still Norris needs to have every single advantage, and that starts off with having his team's full unequivocal backing that he's going to be the lead McLaren driver in every race and pick up maximum points, and then you never know, the impossible could be on and Lando Norris could become an F1 world champion in what would have been the most unlikely of scenarios at the beginning of the year. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.